Yo, it's Live Media, lightning in the bottle. It's your boy, the cheesiest. I'm the cheesiest, Rick. I'm the cheesiest.
I believe it, bro. I believe it. I believe it.
Hey man, we kind of touched on boxing for fighting a little bit earlier, but we're gonna dig into it tonight. So this is the question: Which sport? I say, well, which sport is the more taxing, dangerous, uh, life costing sport?
Right,
Is it the UFC or is it boxing?
right. So like, so just to kind of loop y'all in, this is this is a topic that we kind of just seen in the past, but we thought it was super interesting to talk about because me being the resident UFC and boxing fan, kind of getting my cousin into it. I never really sat down and thought about it because the answer kind of seems obvious at first,
Yeah.
right? And then when you kind of think about it, I was like, I'm not too sure because so obviously boxing has way more rounds, right?
Way more opportunities to get hurt,
Right,
injured.
like you're fighting for just a natural longer period of time, right?
Mhm.
Like like 12 round like a 12 round fight is a long time, right?
It's physically
Three.
taxing. It's taxing. I'll give boxing that. It's taxing in the taxing category. More exhausting.
But I wouldn't say exhausting because anytime I think of UFC, anytime I think of UFC, I just think about growing up wrestling in the yard and just being exhausted, more exhausted
Hey,
wrestling in
no,
the
you
yard
right.
than
30
anything
seconds.
else.
30 seconds wrestling.
Right. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So
let me
like,
ask you. I wrestled in high school, so like I understand like the wrestling aspect. You get tired so fast,
you get
especially when you on the bottom. When somebody on
right,
top of you,
right. And so
that
like
gets really hot. It gets
and,
hot and tiring.
and so like now like you spending that whole time sprawling, right?
Hmm.
And then you get up and now it's
Your
it's hand
muscles, your
it's
muscles
hand
starting
to
to
hand,
constrict, and
but like you also got like kicks. Like you could get kicked in the head. I'm pretty sure if you get kicked in the head, that's probably the most brain like that probably like rattles your brain the most.
I, I know, cause like okay, so let's break down the gloves. So like gloves. So like in boxing, well, how much? What's the weight of the gloves? Like 6 ounces, 8 ounces,
Um
something like that.
no, it's bigger than that. Oh, I should know this because I just seen it.
I think UFC is about like four, probably like
That's
four.
actually
Like
a good
that's a good question, right?
yeah, because I always hear boxers say it. I like boxers always say it when they talk about sparring because they spar with one size glove,
Yeah,
right?
with like the
With,
lighter
with the
ones.
headgear, and then
Yeah,
in the fight it's different. But I never 16-ounce gloves is 16 ounce in the this isn't really telling me what I need to know. Um, so
shoot. Matter of fact, I'm
so
looking up too.
so they use 16-ounce gloves in sparring. It looks like the gloves have actual more padding on them when they're sparring and less padding in the fight. So it's more like you feel more thumped from the fist
Hmm.
in the actual fight.
Well, shoot.
But
I did.
UFC gloves aren't even really like gloves, like like your fingers come out
Yeah,
the other side and
it's like
stuff.
it's like your knuckles. Like it is kind of like
Yeah,
knuckles. I say I think it's like four. I think it's like 4 ounces or something like that.
which would be
Shoot.
crazy,
I mean, I did looked up well Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson wore 18-ounce sparring gloves.
right? Because he was sparring, so it was probably like 14 or 16 ounces when he went into the fight. Hey, somebody y'all let us know in the comments if y'all know that. If for anybody that's, um, you know, a boxer that do this in their spare time, y'all let us know because um, as much as fights as I've watched, I never really thought about that too much.
Shoot, now so it's UFC glove weight. Yeah, it's anywhere between 3 and 4.9 ounces.
Yeah, that's barely anything. That's
So
barely
like
anything on your hand.
you're really using your knuckles. Like okay, so like sometimes I'll just go on YouTube and I'll watch like in the current years like craziest like knockouts in the UFC, and I've seen some pretty crazy knockouts. Like the 2023 mixtape is like 13 minutes long. Like you just walk in, like you literally the fight only like 9 seconds. Bam, gone. Superman punch, kick,
Yeah,
roundhouse. Like
yeah.
I
Not that. See, now that right there is more likely to happen inside of a UFC fight. Uh,
the reason why I say I say
um,
it.
Jorge
I
Masvidal caught Buddy with a knee and ended the fight in like 6 seconds. He caught him with a knee in the head, and that
yeah,
was the end of
like
the fight.
it's like so crazy. Like the power and the power, the speed and the power. So it's everything's so fast all at once. You,
I
but
think
like
I think the main difference, right, is when you're thinking about a fight, right? You got to kind of picture yourself getting knocked out immediately or getting hit. They can tell that you can't really do anything, and you got to keep getting hit.
right.
So like the fight that kind of just happened, right? With Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, right? Usyk hits him, and Tyson Fury is just falling. He's not. His hands are not up or anything. His body's just tilting. The guy's, Usyk is running and still trying to hit him. See, like in UFC, if you daze a guy, then you normally will just take him down and then beat him a couple of times. The ref will call it because now you can take him down. In boxing, you still don't want to get any kind of like illegal punch. So even though the guy is dazed, you're still just trying to land like regular shots on him. And so those shots probably because it's like punching an unconscious person or something. I
See,
mean,
like the more you talk, the more I change my answer in my head. Because first I was gonna say, okay, boxing is like the more dangerous. But then when you say, oh yeah, but the illegal hits, you can't like hit somebody with the back turn and stuff like that. But then when you get the UFC, when them boys be on that ground doing groundwork, like the punches is coming back of the head, side of the face, your temple,
well,
and
well,
it's like consecutive
well, they
strikes.
they they, they have illegal punches in UFC. It's just hard. They don't get called that often.
Yeah.
Because you're still not supposed to hit a person in the back of like when they're hammering them, they're supposed to be trying to hit like the side. They're not supposed to be hitting the
Mm-hmm.
back of the head, but
Yeah.
half the time it,
Because I mean,
trying
because
to get them out of
because
it.
what you see is like how like in boxing, you like you get punched, you get punched, you daze and you fall. Then the ref like, oh, then you go down to the count. But then in UFC, you get the punch, you daze, and then you fall down, and you getting punched in the head
Yeah,
repeatedly
the guy.
until the ref like look and be like, okay, he not moving no more. I feel like that's more dangerous because Buddy already unconscious. You don't know what damage his skull just took, and then you got like the 6 to 10 extra punches while you were unconscious. We didn't really know what going on, but in boxing, you get that one good hit. Okay, then you fall. You like, okay, yeah, he done. He done. That's it.
Well, let me give you a fun fact that and y'all anybody in the chat, y'all can confirm this. But this is what I heard in passing that I want to say they said a year. I think since 2016 they've been only 22 deaths in UFC fights, but they've been 33 deaths in boxing. Just a fun fact.
Because them boy don't want to give up. They be like, throw in the towel, throw in the towel. Them boy be like, no, I got it. I got it.
Yeah,
Silence.
because like I mean, we've seen a couple of fights lately where they're getting beat up and they're still trying to it's like their body is like that will to fight is still there, but
Yeah.
they have nothing left in the tank. They're just a body just
Right.
kind of just moving, and they
And
kind
I
of have
mean,
nothing left.
that's also dangerous too. So like, cause you're not like aware, like you up, but then it's like you ain't really protecting yourself. You leave yourself more open for injury. Your body already like none is already breaking down from the punishment that you took in the rounds.
Yeah,
So like, but I just don't like that ground and pound. Like once you knock out, you get
that
them
ground and
hit for
pound
10
is.
hits. Like you don't even know what happened to that boy head. Like once you don't get them
Well,
hit for
yeah,
10
because
hits.
normally, because you got some fighters, right? Like you got some people who are groundwork specialists, right? Like one of my favorite fighters from the past was Frank Mir. He would let people kind of get on top of him because he could put himself in a better chance to
Mm.
put you in an armbar or something because you're on top of him. He could get you. So a lot of times, guys would get knocked down like they're like not necessarily on purpose. You know what I'm saying? But they kind of like, okay, so now the
Or
ref has to wait to see.
that thing is kind of remind when you said the arm bar. I remember in one of the videos I watched, Buddy was going for the arm bar. I seen Buddy elbow like
Just
it
pop.
going, like it didn't go this. It said, I said,
Yeah.
oh, Buddy elbow. And I done seen somebody's shoulder, like I done see the like they shoulder blade, like they shoulder come out of place and stick up, and I'm like, oh, the shoulder.
Yeah. I
But I
think
mean,
I think overall UFC has less protection as a sport, right? Because you can do more things, right?
yeah,
And you would think the mortality rate is higher because like you can really yoke a nigga and kill him. Like
right.
you can really do that if you're not paying attention. But also, they're being trained, right? So we're supposed to believe that they know when they know how to just knock somebody out without trying
Mm-hmm.
to kill them, right? Like
Right,
they know
right.
the points where okay, that should be enough, you know. And so you got to kind of think about that because I don't know if like in boxing, like they don't learn that part of it, right? They learn
Mm-hmm.
boxing, but they don't learn like the like pressure points and stuff in a person's body with to help you get certain advantages in a fight, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
A UFC person has to learn how to full on fight. They got to learn, wrestling, jujitsu. They gotta be because you gotta be able to defend against all those things, even if you don't use it on offense. So
Right.
you would think they know how to do all these things, but also in the heat of a fight, once a guy punch you a couple of times, you probably ain't thinking about just knocking him out.
Cause I mean, like, cause like you getting pressed up against a cage, but in boxing, you on the ropes. Don't be like, hey, get off the ropes, get off the ropes. They really like organize the chaos. But in UFC, it looks like it's just chaos. Like I seen people like jump off the gate, bim, punch, Superman punch, you gone. Jump off the fence, roundhouse kick, like building up extra power momentum to literally get you off your
Yeah.
guard. One hit gone. Then I'm gonna get on top of you. Bim, 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 bim. All right, all
No,
right, all right.
but I ain't gonna lie. The refs, like, if it's a one hit kill, the ref is supposed to call that before the guy. Like,
Man. And some of them
no,
things,
I feel you
the
though.
refs be looking, the refs
I
be
just
looking
saying
like,
that's what they supposed to do.
yeah,
But I know they don't always do it. I just saying,
she would look like them, but don't never do them.
kind of true. Kind of true, but hey, this was a fun little topic. We're super excited to get some actual more boxing UFC content out here.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
because we have some kind of big fights coming up, so y'all stay tuned for that. This has been LIB Media, lightning in a
Yeah,
bottle, man.
yeah, man.
Out of
Hey,
here, man.
get us in the comments, man. Let us know what's the deadliest sport, what's the more dangerous sport. Let us know the pros, the cons. Hey, if y'all avid watchers, if y'all more than a casual, y'all let us know. Y'all let us know what fights to look out for, what fighters is on the rise, that's up and coming. Y'all let us know so we can do our research and look out for them. All right, man. It's for lightning in the bottle, and we'll see y'all boys later.